Grand Theft Auto 6 may not have a physical version on day one to avoid leaks, report claims. This is on... Where is this? Video Game Chronicle. What's it called? Yeah, Video Game Chronicles by Chris Scullion. It's claimed the physical version may come with a few weeks or even more months later. Huh? It's claimed the physical version may come a few weeks or even months later. Really? Take-Two and Rockstar may hold back the release of the physical version of Grand Theft Auto 6 to avoid spoilers. Oh, so there is a physical release coming. I know that's the new thing about why the digital versus physical, where you have to choose between the two. Because digital means you don't actually own it, which is actually true. Like, you don't actually own the digital thing that you bought, because they could revoke the license to it at any time they want. So that's the whole thing. Maybe we'll get into it sometime in the future or whatever. Anyway, that's according to Polish site ppe.pl. I don't know what that means. Whose insider Grakzadori previously correctly leaked information on the release date of Oblivion Remastered. Oh, that's the guy. That's the guy who ruined it for everybody by disclosing the release date. Yeah. Remastered for physical copies. The Switch 2 port of Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and the PS5 port of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Come on, guys, stop spoiling things. Let people wait for things like they used to back in the old days, when things were better. Yeah. Where you got to wait for the thing that you wanted. And you couldn't just see a movie that you wanted to see if it wasn't in the theaters, or you had to wait for it to come on TV, or you had to buy a VH tape of it, so you couldn't just see it whenever you wanted. Those were the good times. Yeah, when things were harder, that was good. Okay. According to... Or is it Grakzardari? That guy, who ppe.pl says handles physical game sales in Europe. Take-Two still has no plans for a physical edition of the game, at least at release. Okay. While it appears inevitable that the game will get a physical release, the report claims that it may appear on consoles digitally first, with a physical version following later. This could only be a few weeks after the release, or as far as back as 2027. Okay, so I guess there will be a physical release. Alright, okay. I guess that's not a problem. If we're hearing more and more that the physical version won't be released simultaneously with digital version to prevent leaks, their source claims. How's that supposed to prevent leaks? Where you're leaking, but if you leak the game, wait, what does it matter if it's digital or physical? Isn't a leak a leak? How do you not leak a digital game? Because, it's the game, right? All the game files are there on your computer, right? How do you... I don't know, maybe the article explains. Let's keep reading. We're getting conflicting reports. Some say the physical version will arrive 3 to 4 weeks after the digital release, while others say it won't happen until early 2027. More information will be available in mid-February. Grand Theft Auto 6 has already been subject to numerous leaks in recent years. In September 2022, one of the games industry's most high-profile data leaks saw over an hour of GTA 6 development footage published online. Oh, that's not good. Don't spoil it for people. Come on. Giving players the first look at the sequel to one of the best-selling games of all time. The games industry involves yeah, I don't know. I don't like leakers. Don't do that. That's a bad. That's a jerky thing to do. Don't do that. Come on. Then in December 2023, the game's first trailer was leaked a day early by an anonymous X-user, albeit a low-res and heavily watermarked version. Well, okay, who wants to see that? If I could just wait like one day and get like the better high-quality version. Like, I don't know. I guess someone must. They're making money off it somehow, so that's why they keep doing it. But, For that, back in 2021, over an hour of Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition footage leaked online ahead of the game's release. With this in mind, Rockstar and Take-Two will be keen to avoid further leaks and spoilers for the Grand Theft Auto 6 before the game's officially out. Well, again, how do you avoid the spoilers? Or is it they're just not sending the physical versions ahead of time? Is that it? Like, so I guess with digital... No, go away. I guess with digital, like, you can still control when the game is unlocked, so I suppose that's how? It's like physical, you'd have to send it ahead of time. But no, you could still lock it, because every game nowadays has a DRM thing. Like, it has to be connected to the internet to activate it or work or whatever. Again, I don't see how this is supposed to avoid the spoilers. Or is it just a delay because they can't just can't get the physical copies out that quickly? Which, why would you, I don't know why, or maybe not, because I don't see why you would lie about that. So whatever. Given that there have been numerous instances of Given that there have been numerous instances of players acquiring physical copies of games early, often through retailers who receive shipments before release, okay, so that's it, and streaming them online, this could justify the claim that Take-Two may be delaying the physical release of GTA 6 to avoid spoilers. Well, again, they could just lock it out until they're ready, even with the physical release, because you can do that now. Or I suppose maybe if you're very, like, techno-savvy, I suppose you could find a way to unlock it. Yeah, alright. Grand Theft Auto 6 current release date is November 19, 2026, following 2 high-profile delays. The game was originally planned to release in fall 2025, but this was then pushed back to May 26, 2026 for Rockstar, then announced new November date. Okay, well, there you go. No comments or anything? So I guess we have to wait a little bit for the physical release? I mean, I don't suppose that's a problem. I guess I can see, like, the physical purists are gonna yell about physical is disappearing when I don't think it actually is. Well, I don't know. Is this really a problem? What do you think, guys? Do you think this is a real problem? Do you think there's a problem with waiting for physical release? Are you tired of everything being digital, or... Oh. I don't know what to think about this digital thing, because I know there's that argument that you don't actually own it, but at the same time, that does help with, like, for small indie developers, that's like helps with the distribution, so they don't have to, like, buy or pay for, like, a physical copy of the thing, that you just send it digitally. Yeah, so I don't know what to think. I think maybe like a multi-billion-dollar corporation like Take-Two and all that, and Rockstar, they can afford to have, like, physical releases. But then there's this problem with, like, you don't actually own it and they can take it away from you anytime they want. That's a huge problem, which we still don't really have any kind of like rules or regulations as to prevent, or like that is that was it Stop Killing Games thing, I guess, is that's what that was about. But yeah, I don't know. I see the utility of digital. I also see the problems it causes. And yeah, just like everybody else, I do like physical releases. I like having my physical game in my physical library that I have like on my shelf where I can just look at it if I want to. Like it's kind of like set dressing, or I guess you call it decoration. So, like it's part of that. It goes on the like a bookshelf and it looks good on there with my other games. And although it's not like physical releases are invulnerable or in what's the word? Is infallible. Infallible. It's not like physical releases are infallible either, because I know I have a whole bunch of CDs that I can't use anymore because either, I guess, the company, or not the company, the like Microsoft is like long since past used the type of disc, or obsolete. The discs kind of are using like an obsolete version, or yeah, like discs. Previous older discs are now kind of obsolete, so they don't have any support. They don't have anything that can play them anymore. Plus the coding is all obsolete and all that, and it's like it's a nightmare trying to get that to work with modern day PCs, if it can work at all. So, but digital can like, you can download like old games fairly easily and have them work fairly easily too. It's like someone like the GOG, like good old games. They do all the hard work for you. They make it compatible with modern day rigs. I don't know. Maybe if we could just, I think maybe having like a digital store in the hands of a non-evil company, I think that could work out. Problem is, we need to find a non-evil company, which is kind of a contradiction in terms, I know, but so I don't think there is a real solution here. Yeah, that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know. Comments below. Yeah. All right.